What does it take for a leader to make an impact? Impact starts when we engage with others. And this 6-part series is all about intentional relationships. Together, we're going to re-examine how we've chosen to live our lives, how to have meaningful conversations with those who don't yet know Jesus. We'll discover our life story and how to share it with others, and ultimately, how to share the gospel in a clear and effective way. We believe that God has placed you where you are for a reason, and that He has intentionally put specific people in your life. God has made you a leader. Let's do this. Welcome to your new venture.
So just to start with, I so enjoyed it. It was an absolutely wonderful 6 weeks.
Yeah, it was such a privilege just to be part of the first Venture series. Really enjoyed it. I thought our host was impeccable.
The content was wonderful in that it was easy to understand, easy to follow.
The pace with which the event took place over a number of weeks was brilliant. Eased us into it before we got into the really meaty matters.
I really loved the fact that there was a lovely balance between the general and the personal.
Wonderful group to work with.
To pray with, to share with, really grew our own faith.
It was created in such a way and run in such a way that we could become vulnerable when we needed to, and it was a very trusting environment. And we learned also how to do that with a new person, so how to develop and tell our stories, which is such an important part of developing trust in a new relationship.
The two things that really stood out for me and helped me was really just to be intentional about what you're doing and also to be prepared. During the course, one has the opportunity to explore your own story. With preparation, you can just take any situation, any occasion, however small, however big, and use it. And then just the insight into what opportunities can you seize, what situations can you make the most of.
Learning those cues in the workplace around when we can tell our story, when we can share about Christ.
And one story can be the launching pad for a conversation that can just lead to who knows where. As we heard on the course, this is often a conversation we're entering that is already happening between the Holy Spirit and another person, and we're just not part of it.
And not only identifying the cues, but also identifying how we present that, how do we actually say that.
This course really gives one courage and just insight into how to do that.
So a really wonderful series. For me personally, arrived at a perfect timing for work, because I was really trying to understand how do I take this into the next step within my working environment. It takes courage and it takes intentionality.
So it was incredibly helpful, really enjoyable, lovely to meet other people, be part of their journey, inspired by their stories.
And for me, that resulted in leading a foundation series, also run by LeaderImpact, which has just concluded and was just such a blessing to not only myself, but to those people who participated, and has borne its own fruit already.
I would recommend anybody to do it.